the Louis Vuitton Neverfull Tote, one of the most popular and well-known bags in the world. If you want to get your hands on this bag, it is now by Waitlist only. On June 9th of 2023, I saw an article by Retail Bum that the Neverfull is no longer accessible for direct online or in-store purchases. The coveted coated canvas tote can now only be obtainable through a waitlist system instead. I've seen a lot of opinions about why they think Louis Vuitton is doing this. I have some thoughts of my own, but whatever the case may be, this is now how they're operating. So I thought I would do a video today going through some of the pros and cons of the Neverfull Tote to help you decide whether or not it's worth going through this process and having your name added to a wait list. So first I thought we would just take a look at the overall shape and pattern of this Neverfull Tote. This is in the MM size and the damier ebene print. I really think that this shape and sized bag complements the damier ebene print. In terms of the quality of the canvas, it is a very nice feeling canvas. It is nice and malleable. It is extremely lightweight. When I went to look at this bag, and I did buy this bag secondhand at a consignment store near my home, I picked the bag up expecting it to be much heavier. And in fact, it is an extremely lightweight bag, which is a huge positive for this because it is large. It has an amazing capacity, and we will take a look inside the bag. But because the bag itself is lightweight, the only weight you'll be adding is your belongings. So those are right there, a couple of very positive things about the bag, especially in the damier ebene print. Don't have to worry about anything staining, getting damaged by inclement weather. It is very easy to take care of, and it's worry-free. So turning to the leather straps, the leather itself is nice and thick. The straps are nice, have a nice feel to them. The stitching, of course, is very, very well done. There is not a single stitch out of place. You have now the leather that goes around the perimeter of the bag. It's also nice and soft to the touch. And of course, in time, you are going to see some level of wear on the straps and along the perimeter of the bag. And I can try to show you here just from the straps bending a little bit. And I don't know how well it will come up on camera, but you can see there's a little wear in the strap. It's prone to happen to any handbag, no matter what the price point. You know, there's going to be some level of wear and tear. And then along the perimeter here, you'll see there's some bends in the leather, but overall this is in pristine condition. It was in beautiful condition when I got it, and it continues to be in beautiful condition because I have not worn this bag very often, and I will get to later in the video why that is. So as you can see also, for those of you who are not super familiar with the Neverfull, you have the pull tabs, you know, along the side here, have it on the other side, and you technically can pull these in. I've never done that, mostly because I like the fact that it has such a very generous capacity to it. So now let's take a look at the interior of the bag. I selected here, I really like that cherry red interior, and you can see too, you have the black stripes. This interior is a little rough. This is not one of those felt lined interiors, so just be aware of that. I think that's one thing that I was a little surprised when I first looked at this bag. I thought the canvas felt beautiful, and then when I opened the bag, I was a little surprised by how rough the texture is on this bag. But having said that, I think it makes it very durable. So inside, you can see there is a single pocket. says Louis Vuitton on it, and it's a zipper pouch. So you have the zip here where you can put some of cards, maybe loose change, money. There is a key ring in this bag. Now it does come, if you get a brand new Neverfull, it will come with a wristlet. When I originally purchased this bag, it did not come with a wristlet. And that's, I guess, one of maybe the downsides to going the secondhand market. It may not come with a wristlet. So I purchased it separately elsewhere. It is not very functional. So if you do find a bag on the secondhand market and it does not come with a wristlet, you're not really missing a lot. I mean, I definitely would have preferred if it came with it, but the fact that it did not was not a deal breaker for me. What really my focus was on was the quality of the bag itself. And this was in absolutely excellent condition. There is a date code in here, but I also got a certificate of authenticity. So when I went in, I checked all those things to make sure that there was in fact a date code on here. So this bag looks like it is from 2019 and it was made in France. So the store that I went to, they do give you the certificate of authenticity, but I'll talk a little bit later about why I think it is important to do your homework, read about these bags, watch YouTube videos. I am not an authenticator, but I did watch a lot of videos. I read a lot of articles so that when I went in and took a look at this bag, I felt 100% confident that this was an authentic bag. So what are some of the cons of this bag? The straps are a little bit on the narrow side. So the few times I have worn this bag and I did not have it stuffed to full capacity, it was irritating my shoulder. That is one of the reasons why I have not reached for this bag in quite some time. The other thing that was happening, and right now I have nothing in it, but I used to have in here a bag organizer to help it maintain its shape, and I simply had my essentials in the bag. But while I would be shopping, I found that the strap did tend to fall off my arm. At the time, I did not have the bag clipped together, and I'll show you that too. There is a way to clip this together. There's no zipper, but there is a clasp, and I can show you that here. And that clips onto the ring on the other side. At the time I had this bag and was shopping, I did not have that clipped together. So I got very nervous when it happened, the few times that it happened, concerned that something fell out of the bag or that something could fall out of the bag, or heaven forbid, or that happens and someone's able to get into your bag. So just a couple of things to be aware of when it comes to this bag. The straps are not the most comfortable, at least in my experience. So just something to be aware of. The other thing too, no feet on the bottom of this bag. So in terms of alternatives, there certainly are a number of these bags on the secondhand market. And I talked about a little bit earlier about doing your homework, making sure you know the difference between the authentic and a replica. Unfortunately, because this bag is so popular, it has also become one of the most replicated bags on the market. So it's going to be important for you to know what to look for to help yourself feel confident that what you are purchasing is an authentic handbag. So is this bag worth the investment? I really think that is a personal decision. I hope that some of the things that I said today may help you in making that decision. Now that Louis Vuitton, you cannot get this in stores, you have to be put on a wait list. I think that certainly does create a greater challenge now for the consumer. I don't particularly love that policy change, but it is what it is. I do think that this is a beautiful bag. The materials are beautiful. For me, I initially loved this bag when I got it. Some of the cons that I talked about today has made it so that I have not reached for this bag in quite some time. I do love this print, and I would like at some point in time to be able to replace it with something else that I think will work better for me. Well, I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions about the Neverfull Tote. If you like these videos, please hit the like button. And of course, I would be thrilled if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.